Dan Bernstein Unfiltered. Unfiltered on 312 Sports.
Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving meal and you're finding some way to work it all off today before the Bears game. Dan Bernstein Unfiltered here. I'm Dan Bernstein. That is Matt Abaticola. We have a lot to do today because it is Friday, and that means Friday Feedback Friday. Tonight I'm going to rock you tonight. I think that's what it should be. I think rather than trying to figure out, I think it should be Friday Feedback Friday.
Friday Feedback Friday. All right, yes. I'm in.
Because it's a Friday on which we do Friday Feedback.
Because I don't remember if we called it Feedback Friday or Friday Feedback the first time we did it. So I guess I could go back and look or listen to it, I should say, but
not worth
it's not worth it. So we're going to do it Feedback Friday Feedback?
No, Friday Feedback Friday.
So Friday Feedback Friday, not Feedback Friday Feedback.
Correct.
So I already got it mixed up.
I know you do. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be Friday Feedback Friday, and because that's just what we're going to do. We have that, and more importantly, we have our top 10 Eagles to do today. But a couple things off the top. If you haven't listened to yesterday's Unfiltered, you should. If you haven't listened to the interview that we did with Daniel, I really think you should, because I'm really pleased with how that show turned out, and so far the early returns on it from a lot of people are I'm gratified by the response, because that was an hour that went some places I did not know, and we didn't storyboard anything. We didn't have any expectations for that show, and it ended up, like I say, sometimes you take off and you never know where the plane's going to land, and
that's a bad flight.
But that's what this is sometimes, and it was a great flight, and that's one of those that ended up flying through some choppy air and ended up landing in a place I didn't expect, and I thought it was great. I really thought it was a perfect Thanksgiving show. So if you get a chance to check that out, I do not think you will be disappointed. I also have to tell you this. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this Bears game later.
Okay, why are you so excited?
I'm just jumping out of my skin. It's a big, big, big game. It's huge. When you think about what's going on here, about the collision of narratives, about the fact the Bears are 8-3, that you've got Ben Johnson against Vic Fangio, everything we spent last week talking about, sort of concentrating on it, it all sunk in at one point where I'm just like, damn, this is the first actual big, meaningful Bears game in a long time, in front of the whole country. Just to see this go down, and it's a massive opportunity for the Bears. And I just want to say again, the quality of their play matters more to me than the outcome. They could win, they could lose. What I'm watching is how well they play.
Yeah, I get that. I completely understand what your perspective is on the quality of their play. But here's the thing, and with this season, if we've learned anything, it's from week to week, you can't make projections about a team based on one game.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't. Now, obviously, I want the Bears to win. I actually think the Bears are going to win this game.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
But even if they lose the game, It doesn't mean anything about the last 5 games they have of the season, which are still very important games where they can make hay in the NFC and, of course, in their own division.
Mm-hmm.
If they lose today, it doesn't speak to a greater meaning about this 2025 season.
Exactly. I think you're making my point that if they lose, if they win, I just want to judge how good they are. That's more important to me. I need to find out.
Yeah, but here's it. And again, I get what you're saying, but here's the thing. Why are the Eagles, who are 8-3, have the 24th ranked offense in the league? Why are the Eagles your measuring stick to say how good the Bears are?
They're the latest one. It's all we got.
Okay, so that's all it is.
Yeah, but it's a real one. It's the first time before you've got these other divisional opponents again, because really all we have to go on are beating some bum teams and what happened with the Lions and what happened in the first game, what happened with the Lions, and then we have to balance everything. And then everything's got a yeah, but it's been a whole season of yeah, buts. I don't think this game's a yeah, but I think this is
Okay.
You're going against a proud champion on their turf coming off a horrible loss. I mean, if we've been following what's going on in Philly, it's a feeding frenzy there right now. It is an absolute feeding frenzy. They want the entire offensive staff fired. They're trying to it's a soap opera what's going on in between the players that don't seem to like each other, all because their offense is bad. There's some really interesting stuff there's a really good Nick Foles video, a podcast that he did, a perfect guy to talk about it, where he's breaking down how rudimentary the Eagles offense is, what their route tree is, and how easy it is for defensive backs to understand where the breaks are coming from. And he compared it to the stuff Ben Johnson's doing, saying it's just night and day, how the step back that the offense is taking. And that's why everybody's mad, because they know their offense sucks. So we'll see. We will see what's going on in this game. I just think it's a real test. Ben Johnson against Vic Fangio, and more importantly, as we said, Caleb Williams against Vic Fangio.
Yeah, I just hope that that for the game itself, it lives up to all the hype and the anticipation that we have going into it. I don't know if it's just because it's a Friday game, and it's different, and it's like everyone's off of work, or most people are off of work, I should say, unless you're working retail. So sorry about that. You're coming off a holiday where you got to eat and drink a lot of different food and great food, I hope, and enjoy some great beverages. So
God, mine was great.
Yeah, I just think that. Yeah, I think we're saying the same things in different roundabout ways. It's just I'm not gonna use the Eagles. No, it is the most important game of the season because it's their next one on the schedule.
But it's also this is the class of the NFC. Go whether we like it or not, whether we believe it or not. It's the ultimate blob major matchup in a blob year, right?
Yeah, it is. No, it is. And this certainly is one of the most significant blob seasons that we've seen in quite some time.
It's a major blob game in a blob season.
Major blob. Salute.
I'm just very excited about it. I kind of feel like a kid, counting down the time, trying to distract myself until.
Well, yeah, because I think just overall, it's a Friday 2:00 game on a Friday. Like, what the hell is what is this, like some Division II college game? No, it's the NFL. It's the pros. It's 2:00 on Black Friday. Let's get after it.
And by the way, Maddie and I did our door busting. It's already done. We were there so.
I'm exhausted,
early.
Dude. I am exhausted.
Right. But I think we did well. I'm pleased. I got to unbox everything later and find out exactly what I've purchased. But I mean, all the electronics, I don't even know. It's all. I think I'm not sure. I got an AI back scratcher, I think, that I really needed just so it could. It's machine learning, so it knows where I like to be touched.
Do you think I went overboard with the 247 bath towels?
No. They're high quality.
I mean, I don't have any closet space for it. There's going to be like out in the hallway.
No, yeah, I think you're going to build didn't you get a towel rack also with all the hooks?
Yeah, but it doesn't have 247 of them.
Yeah, you'll swap them out.
Okay.
Yeah, you just
I just don't know where I'm going to store them. That's the whole thing.
You'll get a rotation. And speaking of which, the Cubs missed out on Dylan Cease. If, in fact, they were into the possibility of signing Dylan Cease, we don't know the extent to which they were. 7 years, $210 million, but we're learning that there's some deferred money in there. And if you think that's too much, it doesn't matter. There is no such thing as too much. All it takes is somebody to want him more than someone else does. And I don't know the extent to which the Cubs wanted him. There's some very disappointed Cubs fans who had some expectations that he might be coming. And maybe I do think that they need more. They need more starting pitching. What they have right now is not enough. And if that means they're going to sign Tatsuya Imai, who has been posted and could be a potential rotation arm at 27 years old. If you like a fading Framber Valdez, I definitely think the Cubs have to do something. And this is the year to do it because you can't waste this window.
Yeah, I agree. And if Cease wasn't the guy that they wanted just because of they just didn't want Dylan Cease, fine. That's your decision. You move past it. But if they wanted Dylan Cease, $210 million is nothing.
Nothing. And
it's nothing.
It's nothing for any team. Any team could
Certainly
get
nothing for the Cubs.
No, any team could get whoever they want. The Cubs are more than any team. They have plenty of money to get whoever they want. And if it were a money issue, that would be disappointing. We don't know that it was or is, or that they were interested. The point being, the clock is still ticking, and you don't want to take it to the deadline. You don't want them to kind of look and see how this season goes before a potential work stoppage and then try to say, oh, well, we're playing great. Maybe around the deadline, we'll flip somebody and get what we need. It's too late at that point. You need to be racking up wins.
Yes, I have the list right in front of me. We have there are 12 submissions. So there's 2 dishonorable mentions for this week, and then the
dishonorable
top 10 list.
mentions. Okay.
Yes.
Dishonorable mentions. These are the top 10 Eagles of all time here on Dan Bernstein Unfiltered.
All right. So the committee handed me this list this morning, and we have the 2 dishonorable mentions to start. We will start with they're actually both movies. And they both came out in the year 1986, which is widely known as the year of Top Gun. So while Hollywood produced the American classic greatest film of all time, Top Gun, it also gave us Iron Eagle with Louis Gossett Jr., a 20% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Gets mentioned as a dishonorable mention. The second dishonorable mention, starring your guy, Robert Redford, and a 40% score on Rotten Tomatoes, Legal Eagles, both coming out in the year 1986. Dishonorable mentions.
I did not have Legal Eagles on my list. Okay.
So now we go to
legal Eagles. Are they? It's a nice eagle. I don't know. Is it a legal eagle? It might be an illegal eagle. What do we do? Oh no, you don't want to be illegal eagle.
All right, so here are the top 10, and we're going to go through just right down the list here today. Starting at number 10, our guy, Iron Eagle, checks in at number 10.
Okay.
Number 9. Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say that Iron Eagle does make an appearance on my list, but in a bit of a different way. Okay.
Okay. Number 9, Eagle Man, the local Chicago insurance company, and the Eagle Man is the mascot. Eagle Man, number 9.
Honorable mention for me.
Number 8 is Eagly, the mascot and pet of Peacemaker, the DC comic character that's currently running on HBO and played by John Cena. He has a pet eagle. His name is Eagly.
Okay, the fact that his name is Eagly is great. that in and of itself is awesome.
It's really good.
Okay.
Number 7 from the Muppets, Sam Eagle checks in.
Sam Eagle is number 6 on my list. He is fantastic.
Yep.
And a parody, a lampoon of conservative politics in America.
Number 6 on the committee's list are the giant eagles from The Lord of the Rings. That at one of the films they saved all the characters from dying, so they get a mention from the committee.
That's nice.
Number 5 is American Eagle, the clothing store. American Eagle.
Okay, not the sub brand of American Airlines, where American Eagle used to be their commuter airlines, largely run by Air Wisconsin, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this is the clothing line American Eagle.
Okay.
Number 4 is the Mighty Eagle from the movie Angry Birds.
Honorable mention for me.
Number 3 is American Eagle, the roller coaster at Six Flags Great America.
Oh, good one. That is I should have thought of that. Damn it.
And so now, Dan, at the age of 52, the American Eagle currently stands as the only roller coaster I've ever ridden, and I did it when I was 18 on Senior Ditch Day, and I've never ridden a roller coaster since.
Really?
I do not like roller coasters.
I don't like them either. My wife loves them. And the older and more rickety, the better. Like Same. She rode the Cyclone at Coney Island. That thing was like termite eaten. When we were there, it was things were falling apart, and she's like, she rode it like 3 times, and the whole thing. Yes.
Well, if you and Beth are on a double date to Six Flags, Natalie and Beth can ride all the roller coasters. You and I can walk around and eat food.
And go and play overpriced midway games.
Oh, yeah.
And throw things at things. Yes.
At people.
Yeah, you haven't done it properly unless your arm hurts by the time you leave.
All right, number 2 on the list is Eddie the Eagle, and you can pick either the movie or the guy. British ski jumper, Eddie the Eagle.
Okay, there's 3 Eddies the Eagle.
Okay.
My number 10 is the ski jumper, not the movie. The actual Eddie the Eagle, not Ed Belfour,
Oh,
and
yeah.
not the NRA mascot.
Good one,
Is-
Ed Belfour, though, too.
Yeah, but the NRA mascot is Eddie the Eagle to go tell kids that they should play with guns.
Preferably loaded.
Yes, that's
and-
what he does. I always advised against it because I thought there might be legal. Like their lawyers kind of said, this is a maybe. But Eddie the Eagle goes to schools and he teaches kids how to play Russian roulette with their parents' guns.
Do you think Eddie the Eagle and Smokey the Bear were always at odds with each other?
Actually, not off the air.
Just on the air.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh, Smokey was yeah. I mean, I think Smokey was.
It was all a bit. Okay,
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
it.
you didn't want to know about Smokey when he took the hat off. Yeah, he put his wraparound sunglasses on. Yeah.
All right.
In a big Punisher backpack.
The number 1 Eagle of
Not
all time.
big Punisher, but the Punisher. He
love
didn't have a
Big Pun.
big pun backpack.
You never know. He may have,
He might have-
which I like that better.
Smokey was way cooler if he loved Big Pun.
Strolling through the woods, smoking cigarettes and singing Big Pun.
Yeah.
All right.
Crushed him with his foot. Yeah.
No, not even crushing him. He just throws him into the
Throws
brush.
him
Yeah.
on pine needles. Someone will put that out.
All right. The number 1 Eagle of all time, according to the committee, is, of course, the bald eagle. And we'll leave it there. The bald eagle, number 1.
I think the committee did a horseshit job.
All right, that's fine.
And you can tell them that. Because here's your real damn list. Here's your definitive Eagles list, okay? I'm going to run down your honorable mentions here. The honorable mentions include, as I said, Angry Birds Mighty Eagle,
Okay.
Eagle Man Insurance, the company, the mascot, whatever you want, because that's a Chicago-based company. They got one right up here in the plaza off of Belmont. So Eagle Man, the whole Eagle Insurance Company, honorable. Also, remember Eagle Foods used to be a grocery store around here.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
They then got sort of bought up in the whole Albertson Safeway thing, and it's gone now. Also gone the Anheuser-Busch foray into snacking, Eagle Snacks. Eagle Snacks, they did pretzels, they did potato chips. It was a good product. At one point, they actually had pretzels that were in the Anheuser-Busch Script A. And it was that company's attempt to take on Frito-Lay and take on Big Chip. He ran Frito-Lay, Big Chip.
Also, something the administration's going after. So big landscape, big chip.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
So Eagle Snacks. I had American Eagle on there, and the song "Fly Like an Eagle" by Steve Miller Band.
Good song.
Really good song, and the psychedelics still played on classic rock stations. Pretty good. Do 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 do. Little funk to it. The last honorable mention is because, as you know, the high school that Jason attended, Jones College Prep, they are the Eagles. So he played for the Jones College Prep Eagles baseball program, played for the Chicago South Eagles hockey program, of which Jones was a part. But the honorable mention goes to longtime Illinois Hall of Fame baseball coach Dave Rosine, the head coach of the Jones College Prep Baseball Eagles. Terrific guy, terrific coach, and still hanging in there. So he was great for my son. He was a terrific coach who taught him a lot, and the fact that he changed his arm angle at one point kind of against his wishes, but had made him stick with it, and it was hugely important to him and taught him a lot about how to build confidence and the mentality behind pitching. So I have Dave on there. Thanks, Dave. Number 9 is the eagle who flew out of the night in the song Salisbury Hill. Peter Gabriel's song Salisbury Hill was about his departure from the band Genesis and about his his reconciliation with the risks and rewards of going out as a solo performer, and the symbolism of that eagle was of the way the disruption and what he needed to be told and what he needed to hear from outside. And he was actually taking a walk on Salisbury Hill, which I believe is in Bath, and the eagle represented that. So the eagle that flew out of the night is number 9. Number 8, anybody who is a fisherman, a fisher person, knows that you can always rely on Eagle Claw hooks. The Eagle Claw Fishing Tackle Company it's been around for like 100 years. It's based out of Denver, and they also have some sub brands like Laser Sharp, but Eagle Claw is synonymous with a reliable product when it comes to the thing that is actually in contact with the fish's mouth. You can never go wrong, or I've never gone wrong by finding the Eagle Claw brand hook that I've needed. Number 7 is the Eagle family. That is Ian Eagle, his son Noah Eagle, and Ian Eagle's father, Jack Eagle, because Jack was the patriarch of the performing Eagle family. And people don't remember. If you do say, who's Jack Eagle? Well, if you remember the Xerox commercials with Brother Dominic, he was Brother Dominic. And if you remember the Fleischmann's margarine commercials that had Mr. Cholesterol, he was Mr. Cholesterol. And Jack Eagle was a Borscht Belt comedian. And he was like a tumbler and a comedian. And you can see and hear some of that Catskills Borscht Belt sensibility when either Noah or Ian can get a little silly. They definitely have that in them. So the Eagle Broadcasting Entertainment family is number 7. Number 6 is the aforementioned Eddie the Eagle, who they created an Olympic rule because of him. And the Olympic rule is you can't suck at your sport and represent your country just because you're the only one who does that sport. The International Olympic Committee, because of ski jumper Eddie the Eagle, instituted the Eddie the Eagle rule, which requires Olympic hopefuls to compete in international events and be placed in the top 30% or the top 50 competitors, whichever is fewer. So you need to be established that you can actually do the thing at which you're competing to be in the Olympics.
That seems to make sense.
I think it absolutely makes sense.
We'll go with that.
Okay, so what were we on? Number
5 now.
Okay. All right, I had mentioned Sam the Eagle because we talked about him. Number 5, the Eagles. Say what you want. I know there are people who hate the band the Eagles, who have, I know, because of their reputation as douchebags for a long time in the whole Laurel Canyon scene. The yacht rock TV show, whatever it was, the YouTube show Yacht Rock, always made them like the high school bullies. But you can't argue with everybody. At least has one, even if you don't like them, you've got one or more guilty pleasure songs. They were formed in 1971, 5 number 1 singles, 6 number 1 albums, 6 Grammys, 5 American Music Awards, still going. So give them their props. Their lead singer's dead and they're still going. So I don't know what that says. But how's your lead singer? Well, not great. How's the band? Fine. We're fine. We're good.
They're still playing just without anyone singing.
It's an avant-garde. Yes. It's an experimental avant-garde artistic experience where they keep playing. It's like you have to do the lead singing yourself.
Do you guys plan on replacing the singer? Nah, we're good.
No, we're just gonna play. If he wants to show up, he'll show up. So the Eagles, number 5. Number 4 is the F-15 Eagle. The McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle, twin-engine fighter aircraft that has a record in combat of 104 and 0. The F-15 Eagle is undefeated in aerial combat.
Wow.
It took its maiden flight in July of 1972, entered service in 1976, and it has never been defeated in combat. The majority of kills have been by the Israeli Air Force, obviously using U.S. F-15s. The F-15 replaced my favorite warplane of all time, the F-4 Phantom II, which is to this day still the coolest looking machine of war I think that anybody has ever seen. And yeah, obviously blowing people up sucks, but the F-4 is just damn cool.
Probably part of the issue in the movie Iron Eagle and why it was so bad is they flew F-16 Fighting Falcons.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Did they really?
Mm-hmm. That's what Google here tells me.
Oh, that's hysterical. Oh, look, why do they call it Iron Falcon?
Because it doesn't sound as cool.
Iron Eagle doesn't sound that cool either. Bad movie. I'm glad I didn't see it. I didn't see Legal Eagles either.
Yeah, Robert Redford, Deborah Winger,
Mm-hmm.
another actress too, big name. I'll look it up, but I would skip it.
Meryl Streep.
No, not Meryl Streep.
No, okay.
Although I did see there's a new Devil Wears Prada coming out.
What?
They're doing a Devil Wears Prada too.
Oh no!
I saw the preview the other day before Wicked for Good.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And she's playing Anna Wintour again?
Yeah, and then who's the other
Stanley
gal?
Tucci.
No, the other gal.
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt. No, the other gal.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway is apparently some big publisher or something in the same building that she's in. Yeah.
Wait, with that character, the whole point was she didn't go into the business.
I don't
She was a journalist.
Don't yell at me. I didn't write it.
I love that movie.
I do too.
I love Stanley Tucci in that movie.
Oh, he's fantastic.
And who's the handsome blonde-haired guy? The half a villain.
Oh, with the curly hair guy.
Yeah, the curly-haired, blue-eyed guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Whatever, you know his name.
He's
Number 3, a car ahead of its time, the AMC Eagle, the very first crossover SUV, introduced in late 1979 for the 1980 model year. It was the only car like it that was an automatic four-wheel drive, non-truck or Jeep was the Subaru. And the AMC Eagle was really the first one to try to kind of stake out that space. It was a star-crossed car. I don't know about the overall quality of what was coming out of AMC at that time, but it mattered because of what it tried to do. And it was believed to be, some say 10 years ahead of its time, some say 30 years ahead of its time. And I don't know anybody who owned one. Do you?
No, I don't.
I don't know anyone who owned an AMC Eagle. I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, and I haven't even thought of that car until you just said it. So, yeah, was
All
way
right.
off my radar.
Number 2, the lunar module for the Apollo 11 mission. Lunar Module Eagle, as in the Eagle has landed.
If you believe that stuff, yeah.
Right. Of course, presuming you believe it's true that it actually did. It's amazing to think that it did. But, yep, they say that human beings stepped down off of the Eagle onto the moon. Number 2.
Again, if you think that's true.
If you believe it, Lunar Module Eagle. And the number 1 Eagle of all time, 2 under par. Being 2 under par on a hole in golf. I don't know if you ever have.
I've never had an eagle. I've had some birdies, but never an eagle.
I've had one. It was on the Duke golf course on a par 4. I had a big drive, and then I had a lucky chip in that had a lucky bounce and just rolled and rolled and rolled and went right in the hole. So it is that. It is that the eagle that on the par 5s that can change tournaments. And it is a special moment for any recreational golfer to have one. Anybody has had a hole in one on a par 3, if you've done a par 4, good Lord, but that would certainly count. But that is, I think, something we can, because anybody has a chance to have this fabulous sports achievement. The golf eagle is number 1. And that, my list, is the definitive list of top 10 eagles.
All right, we'll go with that. I like it. That was good.
Good.
Eagle was good. Yeah.
I like that very, very much. And I hear Frank in the back. Frank is telling us.
Yeah, he's getting ready for Bears Eagles.
I bet he is. Frank's bouncing off the walls. So that's going to do it for Dan Bernstein Unfiltered for today. We will be back after the game on Forward Progress with full post game, and I'm super excited. And now I'm going to go bounce off the walls until the Bears game starts. we have been. I'm not kidding. We have been. Well, I'm not literally going to bounce off the wall, but we.
Okay. If you do that, though, make sure you grab Jason's Guardian cap.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. You have the helmet? All right, Bears win today. You got to wear the helmet for Forward Progress.
Ow. The chin strap's all messed up. Yeah, okay. I make Jason wear this around the house now. Just so he doesn't get hurt. All right. Ow. Ow. God. Can you imagine playing football and it hurts to put on and take off a helmet? Yeah, that was hard enough.
All right, I think if Bears win today, you wear that for the postgame show.
No, it hurts.
All right, then if the Bears win, Jason has to wear it and sit behind you the entire postgame show.
With a Guardian cap.
All right, say bye.
Bye.
Dan Bernstein Unfiltered on 312 Sports.